So let's just talk about use effect hook in React. So first of all, let's just see how we can execute this use effect hook only once whenever the component mounted to the DOM. So here we have the app component with the count state and a button to increase the count. First of all, let's just define the use effect hook, and the use effect hook will take one function and the second parameter is one dependency array. Now inside the function we can write our code. So here we can just console log use effect executed. Now to execute our use effect only once, only the first time when the component mounted to the DOM, we have to use this empty dependency array. So this empty dependency array will make sure that the code we write inside the use effect will only be executed whenever the component mounted to the DOM. So if we refresh, so you can see we have the console log use effect executed. So whenever our component mounted to the DOM, at the first time this is executed. But now if we click on the count and if we increase the count, so whenever the count changes, our component is re-rendering, but still our use effect will not execute. This will only be executed whenever the component mounted for the first time. And secondly, let's just see how we can conditionally execute our use effect whenever the state changes. So here we have the count state. Now if we want to execute the use effect whenever the count changes, then inside the dependency array we have to pass the count, and now the use effect will be executed every time the value of the count changes. So whenever our component mounts to the DOM, then you can see we have the use effect executed, and now if we change the count, then also we get to see the use effect executed. Now inside the dependency array we can add multiple states. So we can use the comma separator and we can pass count 2, count 3 and so on. Now when any of the count changes, then our use effect hook will be executed. And thirdly, let's just see how we can run our use effect every time the component renders. So to execute our use effect every time the component renders, we have to remove this entire dependency array. So if we refresh, so our use effect will be executed whenever the component loads, and also whenever the count changes, then also it will be executed. So because we do not have any dependency array, so this will behave like any other normal function. So this way we can use the empty dependency array to execute our use effect only once whenever the component mounted to the DOM, and also we can conditionally execute the use effect by adding state into our dependency array. And if we remove completely the dependency array, in that case the use effect will be executed every time the component renders. So this is the way we can use the dependency array, and we can control the execution behavior of the use effect hook. So that's it for the video. See you in the next one. Take care.